Is it working? Aha! We are online. Your audience. Okay, cool. I never know how these things work. And then, okay, the chat comes up here. Perfect! This part's always really confusing. Woo! Okay, here we go. All right. Let's see if we get some people in here. I'll go on Instagram. I am live over on YouTube now. YouTube meet Instagram. Instagram, YouTube. Yeah, so if anybody wants to come over and see what we're chatting about, come on over. I rarely ever do this. Okay. Whew. I just wanted to chat a little bit today, guys, about the changes that are being put forth on the platform that YouTube announced about an hour ago. And I want to know your thoughts, and I want to tell you guys how this is going to potentially affect you, how it might not affect you at all. Yeah, okay, putting that up on Instagram. So I'm just going to wait for a couple more people to jump on in. But, yeah, while we wait, how was your Tuesday? Okay, cool. Hi, Parker. Okay, cool. I rarely ever do this. And Parker, it's funny, you recently talked about, or asked me a question on a Q&A that I'm putting up on Thursday. Hi, Martha. About how I, rarely ever talk about very serious things. I often talk about surface level things like makeup and fashion and beauty. And, I'm relatively positive vibes over on this channel, and rarely do I discuss, what else is going on. So, anyway, just on Twitter and saw that I'm actually kind of enraged right now, because what this is all about is actually going to affect a close friend of mine, and I don't know if he knows it yet, so it's going to be interesting to see. But basically, if you go on YouTube, if you look up YouTube creators over on Twitter, you'll be able to see this whole chat that they're doing, or not chat, what am I saying? See, look, I can't find my words now. This whole notice that they put out about the changes that are being made to YouTube and how that will affect small creators. And I made some very enraged jot notes about what this means and how it's going to affect people. And, I've always been trying to understand why YouTube does what it does. I've been affected by some of the things that have been put into place in 2017, so I'm just going to start there at the beginning of the discussion, and we're going to talk through it. So if anybody has anything else they want to add, if you think that some things that I might have said have been not quite correct, please let me know. This is a discussion, and I'm a little nervous about it because I never talk about stuff like this, so I'm sure Philip DeFranco... Y'all right out there.
I'm so mad.
That's my girlfriend. Okay. Where can I put this water? Careful, I'm just putting this on the floor, okay? I'm sure Philip DeFranco is going to cover this, but let's get into it, guys. So, all 9 of you. Let's see. So the first thing they say, let me read it out to you guys in case you don't have it up on your phones right now. They say, 2017 marked a tough year for many of you, with several issues affecting our community and the revenue earned from advertising through the YouTube Partner Program. Yes, 2017 was very tough on us all. They tried to kind of figure out how to get over the adpocalypse, and in turn ended up demonetizing a lot of videos, some of which worked out well, others not so much. For me, that meant all of my LGBT videos being demonetized, which I'm sure you guys have heard many, many people talk about. I had every single one of my LGBT videos demonetized, but I did meet up at the YouTube space here in Toronto. I met up with some wonderful people to talk about how were planning, or their strategy on how to stop that from happening, especially to the LGBT community, because it is so near and dear to their hearts. So, that being said, still not a whole lot being done with that. But I did understand their point of view when they were talking to me about it. Okay, fine. 2017, very hard year. Then we get some major YouTubers putting out offensive content, racist content, just things that kind of bring down the whole platform. For people who have been on the platform for a very long time, as well as new creators. I'm not somebody that is here thinking, oh, old standing YouTubers, we should have, we should be looked at more, and I feel like YouTube's forgetting about it. It's like, no, I don't quite fall into that mindset like I know some people have been. But I have been on YouTube a long time, since, what is it, 2011, I think? I know, that's kind of long by YouTube standards. Not as long as some people, but I know other people who have been on longer than me who have just not been doing as well, but have always made a positive impact on the community. So, that being said, let's get into the next part. Who has their articles up? How does Philip DeFranco do this every day? Yeah. So then they get into, despite those issues, more creators than ever are earning a living on YouTube, with the number of channels making over 6 figures, up over 40% year over year. In 2018, a major focus for everyone at YouTube is protecting our creator ecosystem and ensuring your revenue is more stable. Fine. A lot of people are making a living at YouTube. That's what I do for a living. Now, I don't make it through ads on YouTube. In fact, I barely make anything from ads on YouTube, but I do a lot of my own partnerships on the side. Fine. Okay. Now, let me just skip some of this banter in the middle. So they talk about a big part of their effort is strengthening their requirements for monetization, to get rid of spammers, impersonators, and other bad actors. I think what they mean by bad actors, I don't think that's the best way to put it. I think what they mean by that is people that act poorly on the platform. Great. Fine. Are you with me, guys? Any questions so far? Then, in April 2017, if you've been following any of this, the partnership program requirement to make your videos monetize, the requirement was 10,000 lifetime views. That's a lot of views, but not impossible, and quite manageable if you keep up with it and you're consistent. Great. Now, this is the part that makes me upset, and just because as soon as I read it, I thought of one person immediately. I can think of so many more, but there's one person I know immediately who this affects. It says, I'm getting upset. Starting today, we're changing the eligibility requirement for monetization to 4,000 hours of watch time within the past 12 months and 1,000 subscribers. Now, that might not seem like a whole lot to some of you, and I have well gone beyond that personally. That's not affecting me, but I can think of one person, and I might as well bring him up, but my really great friend, Tyler, he's a lifetime friend of mine. He's been on the platform longer than I have. Tyler works his butt off. He, does this really, cool but quirky, and he wouldn't mind me calling his content quirky videos. He puts his all into it, and he really does his thing. Tyler has been, again, like I said, on the platform longer than me, and he is, I think, right now, 22 subscribers away from 1,000 subscribers. That's fine. He'll get there eventually. But this is where it gets tricky. So, however, on February 20th of 2018, they say, we'll also implement this threshold across existing channels on the platform. So channels that already exist, aren't brand new. Before, it's all brand new channels, haven't reached any of that. All the channels that have been on it forever that don't meet that requirement. So let me read it for you because it'll make more sense. Okay. February 20th, 2018 will also implement this threshold across existing channels on the platform to allow for a 30-day grace period. On that date, channels with fewer than 1,000 subscribers or 4,000 watch hours will no longer be able to earn money on YouTube. How long? 4,000 hours. How much? How many views do you think that is?
I would say about 68,000 to 69,000.
68 to 69,000 views on someone who has fewer than 1,000 subscribers. So they have so these channels that are, Tyler's 22 away. I'm just using him as an example right now. He's 22 subscribers away from 1,000 subscribers. I don't know if he gets that much watch time in a good month. Maybe you'd have to be posting content frantically for some people to reach those numbers. He will no longer be able to make money on YouTube, even if it's a small little bit. And so, hey, yeah, guys, if you want to go and help Tyler out, I should have brought this up before, too. If you want to help him out, his channel here, I'll type it right here. Go subscribe to him so he reaches 1,000. It's Swirly Pilgrim on YouTube. If you guys want to go and subscribe to him so he reaches 1,000, that'd be cool. But, I mean, still, subscribe to who you want to. But, okay, so then it says, though these changes will affect a significant number of channels, 99% of those affected were making less than $100 per year in the last year, with 90% earning less than $250 in the last month. Now, often you can't, usually you have to make about $100 before YouTube pays you. If you are that person that made $100, or are making less than $100. $100 is a lot of money for a lot of people. $100 can buy someone, someone living by themselves groceries for like a month. Or can pay for somebody's transit. Anyway, God. Now, all of this affected. So let me just, okay, you guys can read through it if you want to know more. What's so crazy is that I wasn't going to comment on the whole Logan Paul thing. I did make one comment on Twitter, and that was kind of directing towards that whole situation where I said, I'm really happy that I'm subscribed to people. When I look at my subscription box, I am proud to say that I admire and love everybody in my subscription box. Zen Simmer says $100 is food and heat. Damn straight is a lot of money. This is ridiculous. For smaller YouTubers, it is. So this affects the smaller community. This affects people who are wanting to start brand new. People who decide to follow their dreams and their passions. YouTube used to be a platform where you could do that easily and then build. Do you know how long it's going to take new subscribers without an audience to make their first 1,000 subscribers? I feel like we all had channels like mine, we all had a fair shot, and I feel like they're like, no more fair shots to anybody else. And what's crazy is that after the whole situation that happened, with racist YouTubers that are making disgusting content that bring down the whole vibe of YouTube in general, and that take away ads. I mean, they're the whole reason why I don't make money on ads on YouTube anymore. On views? God, no. But that's besides the point. I'm fine. I'll be okay. But there are these huge channels making massive mistakes because they don't understand the effect that they have on the whole community. If you are a massive YouTuber and you have an audience watching you, you have a responsibility. And it's crazy that the action that's being taken after all of this, after Adpocalypse, after all the, the reason why LGBT content is now, being demonetized because a robot is unmonetizing our videos, because we have the words gay in our titles or in our tags, because we have LGBT in our tags, because we have the word girlfriend in our tags. There's smaller channels are being targeted, and especially with this does nothing for big YouTubers. Absolutely nothing. And it's like, I don't know what to say. I'm upset is what I am. I can't believe this. I'm going to tell you guys right now, this affects some future plans that were going to be set in place. But I'm skimming through this. Sorry guys if I'm a little bit silent. I'm skimming through this right now to see if there's something, as I feel like I'm forgetting something. Yeah, so people who, and then they try and make up for it by saying those who want more details around this change or haven't yet reached the new 4,000 hours /100 or /1,000 subscriber threshold can continue to benefit from our Creator Academy or Help Center and all the resources on a creator site to grow your channels. Someone had a very interesting point on Twitter. And, Zen Simmer, when did YouTube /Google release this? They released this an hour ago. Someone had an interesting point. They said, channels that aren't monetized and aren't making channels that aren't monetized are not going to be advertised across YouTube. So you're not going to be promoted by YouTube itself, which, I mean, was a great thing about YouTube. Like, I could post a video, or someone could post a video, and it could show up as someone recommended. It could go to their homepage. Lots of things. Like, if you're not monetized, I don't believe, don't quote me on this, but I don't believe you will get any of that promotion any longer. It's less likely. Unless your video, blows up. YouTube wants to push videos that make money. Thank you. Yes, you're right. Let's read some comments. Can't wait to hear Philip DeFranco's opinion on this. I know! I'm going to be glued to my laptop tomorrow. Martha, it's extremely demotivating for those who start. Yeah. They aren't going to want to continue when they aren't receiving any reinforcement from both the platform and their desires. That's disgusting. It is. It's a scam. They're robbing new YouTubers. They are. It's, I've never had I've never been so upset about something. This changes the whole community, and that's not what YouTube was. When I joined YouTube because I found people that I could relate to and have similar interests to, and now it's going to be much more difficult to find new people who are trying to do the same. That's just the reality. Your friend is at 990. I hope he gets it. I hope so too. Fingers crossed. Oh my goodness gracious. I should call him and tell him to just go. Let's see, who else? Let me read through some of these now. Oh, the language is so classist. Like you said, $100 can save someone's life in some cases. Yeah, I mean, when I was a university student, $100, I could make that go a long way. YouTube has seriously been downhill since 2014 when it became popular and mainstream. I agree. I don't see how this really helps YouTube. Troublesome content will still live on as long as it's popular enough. Maybe this means they want to start monitoring ad-serving channels more. Anyway, I wanted to talk about all that. I'm going to probably watch this through and see how it is. Because, I've never posted any content like this before. I'm, like, kind of, like, hanging out, ready for bed. Like, just hair all over the place. And I was like, oh, I got to turn on my camera right now. So we'll see what happens. I'll see if... what are the trouble spots you face? For me, Martha, I'm super salty. Yes! For me, personally, this just continues, like, they state in here that they're going to continue doing all of this, all the work that they were doing previously to make sure that ads are being placed on proper videos. That's not the exact language they used, but that's what they said. And it still affects me as an LGBT creator because it means that any content that I post surrounding those topics are more than likely going to be demonetized. And that means that I have to then go in and go through a process to have them remonetized. And by that point, I've already gone through the majority of my views. So I essentially don't really make anything on those videos. Because I'm not a huge subscriber. I'm actually a huge subscriber. I subscribe to everybody. I am not a huge YouTuber. I'm not small by any means. I gotta stop touching my hair. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm just, like, not used to being on camera ready. I'm not a huge YouTuber, but I'm not small by any means. And I'm really proud of where I've gotten, but my views are not significant enough for me to be able to make a whole lot. Basically, I've never addressed this on YouTube ever, but basically my views in a month after my network takes their percentage, I usually can save up that. I could get a new, like, a piece of equipment, whether that's an SD card or a new battery, or I could save up for a couple months and maybe get, I don't know, maybe a new softbox. Like, really, it's, like, minuscule, but over time that builds up, and if I decide to make more LGBT content, that is still going to be a difficult thing for me. You know that we're always going to support you. You're my fave and deserve the greatest. Oh, Parker, that's sweet. Does that happen to bigger YouTubers as well? Bigger YouTubers also get demonetized, but again, their amount of views will still accumulate a little bit more than mine. We get the majority of our views as YouTubers within the first 24 hours, and then after that, it can slowly accumulate depending on the video and the popularity of it. So if you're a larger YouTuber, you're still going to lose out on a significant amount of money until the whole process has gone through to get your video monetized again. So basically what you do, you claim that your video is suitable for ads, and then someone physically watches it from the YouTube team, and then they decide if it's suitable for ads, and then they will make it monetized once again. So as a smaller YouTuber, that process is a little too slow because me or other YouTubers, we're not going to get the majority of our views monetized. But then other YouTubers who are a lot larger, they might lose out on a large quantity of money, but their views will still, accumulate, and they'll still be able to make something. That doesn't excuse it. Obviously, they still deserve that. If they're creating those views and gaining those subscribers, they deserve to make their livelihood, regardless of how much it is. Hi, Letitia. I know support is enough for me. I have a wonderful group of subscribers. I have great relationship with a lot of other YouTubers as well, and I've had some amazing opportunities because all of my content and my viewers are all genuine, and that we engage with each other. So it still doesn't quite. It's still enough. It's more than enough. Parker, it's wonderful. I always say I have the most amazing subscribers, and there's a very core group of you who are fantastic. And I love you too. So YouTube should take a look at the people who go through the videos and reevaluate those. Yeah. They also have to change how that bot works that takes out... Basically, the last time I met with them, basically what they said was that they are... The more and more videos that are being demonetized and then are being claimed afterwards as being proper for monetization, the more that happens, the more they learn from that, and then the less frequently that will happen. We shall see how long that takes, but essentially, that's how it's supposed to work. Sucks, but that's what they said. Yeah. So, I've probably ranted enough. Do you have anything else to add? Thank you. Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to keep this up, but we'll see. I just thought I would chat, and I'm glad that there are some of you dropping by and chatting as well. Again, if you haven't subscribed to my friend Tyler, I'll type his name again. Poor guy. He's going to be affected by this greatly. I'm going to try and think of other people. Parker says hello. I'm going to try and think of other people I know as well. I can definitely think of some more Newfoundlanders. Like, those are mostly the people I know that are in the community that will need that support. But hey, if anybody's interested in helping out a few extra YouTubers that are just close to that 1,000 mark that this is going to affect, you know, whether or not they stay on the platform probably, let me know, and I'll put together a little list. And if you want to subscribe to them, you can do that. Okay, guys, I think that's all I have to say. Any last-minute questions? I'll leave it open to the floor for speaking of new lights, maybe I'll need one. I'll open it up to the floor for 1 minute. 1 minute exactly. I love you so much, too! I hope you guys, regardless of this little banter of mine... Ooh, how rare. Chelsea Madonna. Chelsea Madonna! I've been watching way too much Australian TV! Chelsea Madonna is ranting! Can I have a shout-out? I never had one, says Emily S. You can have all the shout-outs you want. Come on over to our Instagram Live sometimes. We'll chat. Zen Simmer asks, how are your cats? My cats are absolutely wonderful. They've been getting so much love today. Yeah, I cuddled Willow pretty much all day long. There's some pictures over on my Instagram I posted of her, like, she's, like, lying on her side, but because the blanket's in her way, her little tooth is sticking out and one eye is open. It's very pretty. Yeah, but they're so sweet. Okay, guys. That is all that I'm going to say. If you, if you want to learn more, or if you want to read about it yourself, go over to YT Creators on Twitter, and they'll have the whole article there. Oh, thank you, Marissa. I feel like you know what? Because of you guys, I feel great. Hey, Sylvia. Yeah, so I'm gonna go. I hope you guys are having a wonderful night. I apologize for this banter, but I think it had to be said. And I hope... I'm so sorry! I will try and do another live... Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'll try and do another live soon on my Instagram if you guys want to check it out, because that's where I do the majority of my lives. YouTube is scary for live streams. Okay, everybody watch Philip DeFranco tomorrow. Okay. I hope you're all having an amazing night, and I will see you on Thursday with my Q&A video. Okay, bye! Now's the process in trying to figure out how to turn this off. Okay, here we go. Bye.